Hi, Courage. Welcome all the way from Ghana. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Janice. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to start the garden tour, and we'll just talk as we go along. And if you have something to say, go ahead and type it into the chat. I have my two helpers here, and I have my two helpers. Here's Gabby. Say hi, Gabs.
Hi guys.
Okay, and so they're going to be looking in the chat and telling me what's going on. Okay, and again, all the small YouTubers, go ahead and connect with each other. Post your link so that people can subscribe to your channel. Okay, so the first patch we're going down, these are our greens, and this is our callaloo. This is a Jamaican staple. I know some people here in America or other places in the world, you guys don't know what that is, but it is kind of like spinach, and it has much more nutrients in it than spinach does. It is one of the most nutrient rich vegetables that you could put in your garden. If you're looking for it online, you might want to search for amaranth. That's Amaranth. I think I got that right. Yay! Anyway, this is my callaloo. Now, my row of callaloo has been taking a beating. I'm telling you, it's like terrible because it is so hot out here. If I ever tell you what they're doing, I can't tell you because this is supposed to be PG. So anyway, so this callaloo, if you notice, it is being eaten by worms. I think there's some caterpillars out here who are making a very good snack of my callaloo. And they're really big enough right now where I can cut the leaves to eat, and then I'll spray them. But I'm not sure what I want to spray them with because I want to keep it organic. So if anyone has any natural home varieties that I can use to spray these and to spray the soil that will not kill the healthy microbes, you can let me know. So this is my healthy row of callaloo. Now, if you guys remember when I did my first tour, there was nothing here. Everything looked like this. And now, look at it. I'm so excited. Now, this is my lettuce patch. And we actually ate lettuce from this the other day. Kenisha used it to make a sandwich. How was it, Ken?
It was good.
Right. These are this kind of lettuce is kind of buttery. As a matter of fact, you could just go ahead and pick the leaf like this. It's very buttery and it's very tender. And it has a nice little crunch to it also. So that's my row of lettuce right here. And I just cut them. I mean, these are what you would call cut and come again. I cut these down and left only baby leaves, and this was 2 days ago. And look at them again. They're ready. We could actually have a salad from this for dinner today. So I think I'm going to cut these again. Look at this one, how big it is. And I mean, I literally cut it down, and all that was left were baby leaves like this 2 days ago. So we call these cut and come again. Okay? Now, if you look down here, this is my Jamaican pumpkin patch. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and eat the lettuce leaf that I just picked, and I'm choking myself. So, okay, so here we go. This is my Jamaican pumpkin patch. Look at it. Isn't it just I can't wait to get pumpkin on here. I can't wait. Now, this is a bunch of plants right here, and they're going to spread. And what I strategically did was, let me see if I can zoom out. Yeah, there we go. I placed the pumpkin patch here because I want it to run in between the corn. Here's my little cornfield. Look at this. Look how big this guy is. And what I do is I practice succession planting. So I don't plant everything all at once, especially when it comes to stuff that you want to reap over time. So if you go ahead and you plant all your corn at the same time, believe me, all your corn will be ready at the same time. And look at this corn patch. There's no way we can eat all of this all at once. So if you notice, some of them are bigger than others. So I did succession planting. So these will be ready first, these big ones, and then the smaller ones, as you see, they're coming up little by little. And then inside, if you notice, I have 2 empty rows over there, and all the way over there is also empty, because I'll be putting in another corn patch, another cornfield over there, so that I can have corn all summer and through the fall. So another thing about corn that you want to know, I'll tell you a story. Hi Primrose, my super duper fan. Oh my god, my super fan is on here. Hi super fan. I have one super fan. Her name is Primrose and she is in England. Hi Prim. Thank you so much. Yes, it is getting there. So as I was saying about the corn, the first time I planted corn, this was about 10 years ago when I lived in Pennsylvania. The first time I planted corn, it was hilarious. I had these huge, when I'm telling you, giant corn stalks. They were taller than I am. I'm a shorty, so you know, it doesn't take much to get taller than I am. But the corn was taller than I am, and there was no corn on there. None. I mean, no ears of corn. And I was complaining to my mom. I was like, Mom, of all of this corn, I'm gonna get no corn. Wagwan. And she said, well, first of all, the pictures you showed me. She said, because what I did was I planted the corn. I didn't plant them in a patch like this. And I planted the corn all over the place. I planted the corn all over the place. So I put like one here, one over there, one over there. So I had a bunch of corn, but they were all spread out throughout my garden. They were not next to each other. And so what I've learned since then is that corn needs to do the naughty, right? Corn needs to, what's the word I'm looking for? Pollinate. Right. Corn needs to pollinate. They're not self-pollinating. So that is why whenever you see a cornfield, it's always planted in rows. You need to plant them close enough to each other, not too close because you want to give them room to breathe and room to grow. But you need to plant them in rows. And this is naughty with each other. You know, they need to do the naughty. Yes. So corn are social creatures. They are social plants. They like to pollinate with each other, so you have to put them next to each other so they can do the naughty, right? Okay. All right, so that's it for my corn story. So I'll show you guys, I'll give you an update. Okay, so let's go to the bean patch. These are my wonderful bush beans. And I'm telling you, if you saw these a couple weeks ago, you would have thought that they were dead. Because I transplanted them, because I had planted them in the front where the harbor is, and they aren't going to run on the harbor, so I had to move them. So this is my bush bean patch, and if you notice, they're all flowering. Ah, actually, here's a baby bean, a baby bean. Can you have a baby bean? Now, Kensha is my bean lady. Say hi, bean lady. She did all of this. Was this your first time planting anything?
No.
You are such a liar. She is such a liar. This is her first time ever farming. The other day I caught her. She recorded a video. Gabby recorded her. Gabby was like, Ken was complaining. She's like, look at my legs. Look at my legs. Auntie Bush, me can't get this in a... Yes, so anyway, so Ken does the beans. She is my bean girl. Her hands, beans just love her. The beans just absolutely love her. So if you notice, they're full of baby beans. Look at that. Oh my God, I am so excited. I know I must be the only person who is this happy because their beans are flowering and they're baby beans. Yes, so I'll be eating beans very soon. Okay, so that's it for the bush bean patch. Okay, and there are two different types of bush beans here. Don't ask me what the name is. I don't know what I don't know what it is. Okay, so here we have some gungo peas. I haven't transplanted them yet because the last time I tried transplanted them, it didn't go so well. So I have these here and I have a whole bunch back there. I have a little seed area that I keep my seeds on the back of my sunroom. So I have 4 gungo peas here. These are some marigolds and some zinnias. These are absolutely ready to go in the ground, so these will be transplanted soon. Which patch should we go to next? Now I'm gonna leave that for last. So let's walk up here. Here's my beet patch, and guys, I could have come out here and cleaned up my garden and pretended that, you know, when you're gardening everything is perfect. It's not. Look at my beets patch. I'm not kidding you. This was not like this 3 days ago. Well, maybe 3 days ago. We had a week and a half, 2 weeks of rain, and this is what happened to my beets patch. But as you can see, the beets are doing wonderful. So I have to come out and weed. Now, when you're gardening, one of the greatest things about gardening... Hi, Marvet! Oh my God! Hi, Marvet! Love you, girl! Marvet from Jamaica. Say hi. When you're gardening, one of the greatest things that happens is, especially when you're planting from seeds, you will have surprise plants. So this is my beets patch, but look who found its way over here. Look at this callaloo. I don't know how it got here. We didn't plant it. I don't know if a bird picked it up and brought it over here, or if we dropped it by accident, but I don't know. But it's here. So I have callaloo growing here. But this is my beetroot, and I love beets. Ken doesn't like them. Spencer likes them. Gabby likes them. And they're great for juicing. You can add it to your carrot juice if you don't want it all by itself. But this is the beets patch. Let's go over here to our cucumbers. So my cucumbers didn't do so well. I don't know why, but I have fruit. Look how tiny they are, right? I haven't put in the trellis yet for them. Look, they're all running, and look at that. I've actually we've gotten 3 big cucumbers already. So look at this. It needs to have the trellis. I have the trellis sitting there, but I just haven't put it in the ground yet. But it needs something to run on. Maybe then it will be healthier. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this cucumber right here. And it's flowering a lot. So there's more. There's about 4 on this one plant alone. Look at this one. This one has a lot. And what I'm told is that with cucumbers, the more you pick them, the more fruit you'll get. So don't be afraid to pick your cucumbers. Like, the first set that you get will be small, but don't be afraid to pick them. The next set will be better. Okay, so look at this. Cucumbers. I have a lot of cucumbers on these trees. And like I said, I just did my harvest, so we haven't eaten it yet, but we'll do a salad this evening because we're going to be grilling some pork chops on the grill. So it will come in real handy to have those cucumbers. So these are all cucumbers. And believe it or not, I got the biggest one off this little tiny tree here. This little thing that doesn't look like it's doing well. Yeah, and they all have fruit on them. They all have fruit. Look at this one. This is even bigger. Look at this. So guys, if you have any ideas, and another thing, if you have any ideas while I'm going, I am not kidding you, I am dripping in sweat. I can't even turn the camera around to myself. You don't want to see me. Okay. Thank you. This ice cube feels so good. Can you tell me who's online? Mm-hmm.
Like, then I can see it.
Okay. All right. So this is my, let me go over here so you can see it better. This is the zucchini. This row here is zucchini, and this over here is butternut squash. And this is absolutely amazing. Oh my God, I am so happy. This one here, I think this one is a butternut squash. For some reason, it got in the zucchini row. But if you notice, look at it. It's running out of its bounds. Now, if you have running plants like these.
Marvel.
Hi, Marvel. Hi, here, look at this. This would be awesome on a trellis. So when I put the trellis in, I'll be training this to go up the trellis. Look how tall it is. Is it as tall as me, Ken? Let's see. How tall is it, Kensha? It is, I'm not kidding you. It is about 5 inches tall, less than I am, or maybe 2 inches less than I am. And I am 5'4". So this thing is over 5 feet tall. So it is definitely going on a trellis. It has a lot of fruits on it. I am going to turn it in because I don't want it taking over the garden. So when you have running plants, if it's running out of bounds, just pick it up and turn it around to where you want it to go. Look at this, Kensha. This wasn't here 2 days ago when we came out here.
No.
And look at it. Oh my God. It's beautiful, right, Pappi? Say hi, Papa. Yes. Papa loves the garden, but it's really hot. And because he has so much hair, he has so much fur, it's really difficult for him to be out here. So he tries to hide and stay in the cool, in the shade. He doesn't like it when it's so warm. But anyway, back to the zucchini tour. So that is a butternut squash. For those of you who don't know what butternut squash is, it's kind of like a Jamaican pumpkin. The texture and the taste and the flavor, but it's a little smaller, and it has an elongated shape. This is a zucchini plant, and it has just started putting on fruit. And if you notice here, this one isn't doing very well, this little one here. So I'm going to pick it off. Actually, it fell off by itself. Great. Because if you see fruit that's not doing well, don't leave it on your plant, because your plant will spend a lot of energy trying to heal that instead of growing new fruit. So pick off the bad one and the new fruits will grow. Okay, now let me show you some of the better zucchini that I got going on in here. Look at this. And I've picked the zucchini already. Let me see if I can get in there so you can see it. That's zucchini right there. This one is loaded also. Look at that. And soon, do you see that? Do you see that? Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh, it is so awesome. Here's another bad fruit. I'm gonna give me a chance. Let me take. Had some end rot, and I'm thinking this is from the rain. So this is gonna go in my compost, and I'll show you my compost pile in a minute over here. See that big white thing you see over there? Under there is my compost pile that's going wonderfully. All right, let's get back over here to this zucchini patch here. See? More fruits. It's just loaded. It really is. Now, my great friend, Samantha, we grew up together in Jamaica. She sent me these passion fruit plants, and I have yet to put these in the ground. And she's going to kill me if they die. So I'm going to get these in the ground real soon. I promise. I planted those, I want to say, a month and a half ago. Was it a month and a half ago? Yeah, if that long. It could be just a month. It's probably just a month we planted these. And we've already eaten zucchini off of here. We've already had cucumbers. And look again. See, this guy here, somehow it must have found out. Let me change position. This butternut, where the trellis is. This is the trellis, right? And it's unfinished, but it's going to be 3 long, so that I can have beans and all kinds of good stuff growing up on it. And you'll see this beautiful garden arch and all the fruits hanging down. If you notice, there is some beans already growing up on the trellis. I didn't even have to train them to grow up there. They just found it and they are on their way up. So anyway, so this butternut squash, obviously it's looking for a place to trellis. Look at it. It's climbing my trellis. It came across the path and found the trellis. How did it know that a trellis is over here? I absolutely have no idea. So I don't want it over here because it's blocking the path and I don't want anyone stepping on it when we're walking through. I'm going to give it its own trellis, and I don't, look at it, it's really tangled itself in here. I don't want it to start going in there. I'm going to give it its own trellis to run on since it wants a trellis so bad. It's all tangled right now. So I'll do that when I'm done, but I'll take it off. But if you notice, it is loaded with fruits. Loaded. And we love butternut squash. I'll be showing you some of those recipes once we start harvesting this. I mean, we love using our butternut squash to make soups, and look at all the flowers it's putting out. So that means that's all the fruits. Okay, here is something you want to look out for in your garden. Obviously this is some kind of bug. Don't know if you can see it, but it has laid eggs. Now I'm lucky that I found the eggs, so all I have to do is go ahead and squish them, and they won't be able to be a problem in my garden. If I let them come to maturity, then to come out in your garden so that you can find the bugs and you can find the eggs. Sorry, PETA people, but I need my food, so I'm smushing the bugs. I'm sorry, but I'm smushing the bugs. I didn't plant this for the bugs. I planted it for myself. So when I see the bugs, I smush them. When I see the eggs, I smush them. Because I don't, or a different kind of squash. This row here is Butternut Squash. Thank you. Here, I'm going to drink some water. Give me a little bit, guys.
Okay, next row. I don't know what is this.
Beans.
Okay.
Actually, this is one of the only things that Spencer helped to plant, other than tilling the soil.
These are the beans.
Ken is helping with the tour.
And that's in the same row. The same thing in the next row.
Come show them their beans on here. Look.
Get to step in.
Pappi, don't eat them. Oh, he's begging an ice cube. Here you go. You want your ice cube? Okay. Beans? Look at them. We'll be eating beans in the next 2 or 3 weeks. We'll be eating, all these rows will be covered with beautiful beans. These are all bush beans. Okay, right here, I'm going to give you a little fun joke about okras. Now, when you plant your okras, you're going to come out and you're going to say, oh my God, I should have planted more okras. Because in the beginning of the season, the okras always look very small. They always look like you're not going to get a lot. Okay, so I have, these need to be weeded. So I'll probably be coming out here in a few days to do some weeding in the evening or early morning, because it is nasty out here. The weather is just so hot. As soon as you step outside, it's hot and you just start sweating. But I'm just weeding a little bit so you can see now. And see, this one is trying to come out of its lane, so I'll just turn it, pick it up, and just turn it back in. You just turn it back in on itself, and it will not take over your garden. This is how you control it. A little taller, you will see how proliferous the okras are, because they will just start bearing so much, and you can't eat that much okras. I mean, so you don't need many of the plants because they become these big, tall giants. They become the, you'll come out one day and see a tiny baby okra and say, that's not ready. And the next day you come out and it's too tough to eat. So you have to just let it go to seed. Oops. Okay. I'm kind of giving these a little breathing room to grow. Okay. Yeah, but it's early yet in the season for okras, so you won't see any plants. You won't see any fruit on the okra yet. But yeah, this is what it looks like early in the season. That's what the okra looks like. All right, so we're done over here. And this is a little staging area where I have like some stuff that needs to go in the ground. This is a, what do you call this? Greek oregano? No, this is the Italian oregano. It's oregano. This is, and if you notice, look at it. It's already growing back. Same thing with this. This is the Greek oregano. So I'm going to put those in the ground, or you can leave them in the pan. These are some broccoli that never made it into the ground. And I feel really bad because I didn't put them in the ground, and I'm going to put them in the ground, I promise. This is rainwater that I collect. So I have, this is garden gold. You should never throw away your rainwater because the plants absolutely love it. So does Pappi. He tries to drink out of the plants all the time. All right, so this is one little strawberry that Ken has. And here's a funny story about this strawberry. She has not eaten one strawberry off of here. But as you notice, there has been strawberries. So I think the bunny, we have a family of bunnies here. I think the bunnies are beating her to her strawberries. Because look, they obviously ate the strawberries off the bush. I bet she's not going to think the bunnies are so cute anymore. Are they still cute, Kensha? No. Okay. So here we go. This is also zucchini. A different variety. Look at it. And this one has more of an oval pear shape. Ready to be eaten as well. So we'll be picking these and we'll be putting them on the grill. We'll put these on the grill this evening with the pork chops that we're making. And this is my poor potato bed. I was not feeling well. And I came out here and planted 4 rows of potatoes. Voila! I'm not going to pretend that gardening is always perfect. This is my 4 rows of potatoes that I diligently planted when I was ill. Here is one. I have a couple that came up, but nothing to speak of. And I think the bunnies got to this also. Look at it. So the leaves are coming back, but they ate the leaves down. And here is my onion patch. These, I have red onions and white onions. So as you can see, they're getting huge. And I'm telling you, you can plant these in pots. Look at this. You can see the onions coming up. So I need to come now and mulch these. I'm going to put some compost around this. See, this is the red onion. You can see it. Can you tell? That's the red onion. And this is like a Vidalia onion. So these are the 2 different varieties I have of the onions. I really wanted Walla Walla onions, but I couldn't find any of them because of COVID. But my onions are doing very well. Thank you, Courage. Hi, LML. How are you? Thanks for joining me on my live. My first live. I'm burning up out here. Okay, so now we're in the pepper patch. Okay, who can say Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper?
Peter Piper picked a peck.
No, Ken, you first.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper.
Wait, let's see if she can say it. Come, Ken, your turn. Go ahead.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, and Peter Piper.
No, it goes, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Anyway, hi Maureen, how are you, girl? Thank you for joining me on my live, sis. I love you. Okay, so this is my pepper patch. And it goes without saying that it needs to be weeded. I just mulched it, but it needs to be weeded. So after the rain, you're always going to have to come out and weed your garden. Sometimes you're going to have to retill the soil to aerate it, because even though the plants love the rain, it also beats down the soil, and the plants need the oxygen in the soil. Hi Suggs family, how are you? Okay, so I'm in the pepper patch, and this is a Cuban El Sweet pepper. So this is soon show you the Scotch Bonnet, man. Sure. Can you bring me my water bottle? It's under your chair, Ken. Sorry guys. It's very hot out here and I'm a little thirsty. But this is a Cuban El sweet pepper. I don't plant a lot of hot peppers because I don't like hot. But I love the flavor of peppers. Thank you. Okay, you can play water war. Go get the balloons and fill them up. Okay. But not yet. Let Gabby fill them up. Okay, the girls are going to play water war because it's so hot. I hope they don't hit me with those water balloons. Anybody wants to join in on the water balloon fun? Okay, so anyway, this is Cuban El's. And if you notice, it is loaded with baby peppers up here. And this one big one down here. This one here, this is a Big Bertha bell pepper. Big Bertha bell pepper. So here it is. There's nothing big about this yet, but that's the first one of the season. So I'm going to come out and give it some Epsom salt and some compost, and you'll see the difference. Lots of baby peppers here. But this one big one here. I've already eaten peppers off of here. And who asked about the Scotch Bonnet? There's no peppers on them yet, but here it is. I had to baby these, okay? I had to baby these so much because the frost came in. We had this unseasonably cold weather after everything got warm, and it was past the last day of frost and everything. You were supposed to be able to go out and put your peppers in, but you know, you can't really predict Mother Nature. So we had some unseasonably cold weather, and so I had to baby these guys. So if you notice, they're not as big as the other ones, but I have 3 Scotch Bonnets going on here, and they're doing very well, all things considered. Now this is it's a sweet variety, and it's also loaded. Over here, this one here, I think this is also a pimento pepper, and it is also flowering, so you know we are gonna have a lot. This one here is another pimento pepper also. Now over here we have this is just a regular bell pepper. This one here, I actually picked a huge one off of here. See where I cut it? When you pick your peppers, you want to make sure. I hadn't done it, and my mom was like, I showed her over the phone. She's like, no, you need to go back out with the scissors and cut it all the way down. So that's what I did. See, Mommy Judith? You see, Mommy Judith? I did as you said. I cut it all the way down. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ken? Gabby? Come look. We have pepper for dinner today. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Shirley girl. Hi, Shirley. Okay. Look at this. Guys, look how small my pepper trees are. I'm telling you, they're only a foot tall. But look at this, Gabby. Look at this. This is pepper for dinner today. Look at this. This is pepper for dinner today. Yes, Maureen, when you go back home. But you don't have to wait, you know, Maureen, because I'm going to do a container gardening series to show you guys that you can, even if you live in an apartment or you have a home with a deck or something, as long as you have a windowsill, you can grow. Look how loaded this is. Look how loaded this is with peppers. So this one needs to come off, but I don't have my clip, and I don't want to just, let me see if I can snap it. What's that? Oh, there we go. I'll come back out and cut this properly. But look at this. You guys saw it live right here. Right here. Hi, Judes and Bailey. Yes, the pepper ready, Judine. The pepper ready. Look, all the pepper big. You have to come out here with yourself. Come talk about my pepper ready. My pepper ready. My pepper ready, girl. My pepper ready. My pepper ready. Now, me have to go in a Jamaican girl style with you. My pepper ready. Look at my pepper. Hey, big. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, I'm going to rest it here. Coming back for you. And now these will have space to grow. These will have room to grow. Jodine. 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 Me know you're not speaking for Bailey. My pepper ready. My pepper ready, Jodine. Low my pepper. Marvel. My pepper ready. Do you mean it is not young, or you mean it is ready? Why you say Marvel? Whose side you dep on? Who for side you dep on? Talk up, fast and brisk. Talk up quick. Talk up. Anyway, so here's another variety of peppers. These are candy cane peppers. And I'm not even going to have to explain to you. Look at the leaves, first of all. When I first went to buy these peppers, I thought something was wrong with them. But look at the leaves. They're beautiful. And this tree is loaded. And look at the peppers. You see the stripes on them? You see the stripes on them? I'm not really... Can I get some paper towel? I'm sweating, guys. I'm trying to give you a good view of this pepper so you can see the stripe. Okay, look at this baby one. Look how beautiful it is. That is the candy cane. Yes. That is... Hey, me not talk no Yankee chattings at Jamaica. Listen, no ramp with me accident. No play with me accident. My Jamaican accent, my patois turn up. Who said that? My patois turn up. Ken went in and got her breakfast. She loves to come out here. When I tell you guys that she loves to come out in the garden and sit in the garden and eat her breakfast, she will come out, eat her breakfast. She had leftovers from her breakfast, so she's having it right now. And she's out here. Look at them. Just look at them. They love to come out here and eat and just relax. You have to make your garden a place where you want to relax, where it's your... This is my happy place. I don't know if you can tell, but this is my happy place. And I have to tell you guys something. When I woke up this morning, I was in such a funk. I don't know what it was, but I was really feeling very down, very sad. And Camille sent me this video called, and the video said I was wrapped up in my bed and I was fully intending to stay in bed all day. And my plan was to just wallow. I was going to wallow today, but Camille sent me this video. I'm going to post it in the description when under here, the link. It says, "Get up, girl, get up." I am not kidding you. I was not talking to her. I don't know. This was divine intervention, because the video literally says, "Get up, girl, get up." Yeah, and I'm up. I got up. I made a full breakfast for the kids. When I mean a full breakfast, I mean a full breakfast. I even baked bread. Yeah, so thanks, Camille. God used you today, but look at this pepper. I'm telling you, this is not even a foot tall. The tree is not a foot tall, but look at this candy cane pepper tree. Look how loaded it is with peppers. Look at that. And that is why I'm telling you, I'm going to have to put a stake on this little baby tree here, because look at it. It's leaning. It's so heavy with peppers. That's why I'm telling you, you do not need a big space to garden. You do not need a lot of space. You can plant a pepper tree and a tomato tree and a cucumber tree in your house in a pot, and you will have this. Look at this pepper. Look at the candy cane stripes on it. This is one of those peppers that I will be growing from year to year in my garden. Look how loaded this tree is, and it's still flowering, still have baby peppers on it. And I have 2 of these trees here. This is another Scotch Bonnet pepper here, and these are some bell peppers. This row really got hit hard by the frost, so they're struggling, but they're coming back. And one thing I want to encourage you guys, oh look, there's a butterfly. Oh my God, let me see if I can get close enough. There's a butterfly. I don't know if you guys see him, but there is a butterfly. He flew away. Anyway, so one thing you want to do in your garden, you always want to plant flowers in your vegetable garden. You want to plant flowers in your vegetable garden. Why, do you ask? Well, the reason you want to put flowers in your vegetable garden is because you need to attract pollinators like bees and butterflies and ladybugs, and because they will be pollinating your plants, and that gives you more fruits. You want to have a high yield, a high crop. So this, as you can see, I have more that's tiny, that's in I have some baby seedlings that's not ready to go in the ground yet. But these are my sunflowers. You see them? I lined the perimeter with, look at this. The pepper patch is lined with sunflowers. Lined with sunflowers. And what you want to do, you want to strategically plant them, because also plants like marigold, let me show you something over here I forgot to show you. Here's a patch of marigolds I have. These are flowers. This is a entire patch of marigolds, and I'll be transplanting these. I'll be thinning them, because you see it's a lot of them, and I'll be planting them around my leafy vegetables and around my tomatoes. And what that will do, it will help to keep the bad bugs away and attract the good bugs. That's what flowers do in your garden. So they're strategic planting. Now we've entered one of my favorite spaces in the garden, the tomato bed. This is the tomato bed. Now, I'm telling you, these were not a foot tall a week and a half ago. The gungo peas, I showed you guys the gungo peas already. Here's some seedlings right here that's growing. These are gungo peas. See them there? See the gungo peas them there? Yeah, man. See the gungo there. See the gungo there. And one thing with gungo peas, they take a long time to take off. But once they start growing, they'll shoot up like really fast into big trees. Can I get some more water? Gabby, bring in water for me, please. Okay, so as I was saying, these tomato plants, this growth is in 1 week of rain. Look at this. This tomato plant is about 4 feet tall. So I'm going to come out and stake these tomatoes, and I'll show you. So don't come for me, people. Don't come for me. I know they need to be staked. Sorry, I'm having some water. Thanks, Gab. Okay, so don't come for me. These are some grape tomatoes. See how little they are? And these are already turning blush. I could actually eat this one, which I'm going to. I love snacking on my tomatoes, and even though this one's not fully ripe, it's going to be sweet. Maybe not. It's a little tart. Yeah, that was not a good idea. It's a little tart. So anyway, that was a grape tomato. This one here is what you call a yellow pear tomato. And look at them. Do you see how it's shaped like a pear? And when it ripens, it is going to look it's going to be very yellow. See? It's going to be very yellow, and look at the shape. It's going to be bigger than that. So this tree here is loaded. Look at this. I can't even count them. It's loaded. It's loaded. And oops, I just broke one of my limbs. It's not completely broken off, but I just broke it. If I just leave it like this, it'll be just fine. One thing I've noticed is all my tomatoes have been bearing fruit at the root. I don't know why. If anybody knows why, please tell me. I've never had that happen before, but all the fruit is at the root of the tomato plants. Here, this one is, I'll tell you in a second. This is a yellow cherry tomato. So these will be small, and when they're ripe, they will have like an orange color. Look, it's loaded also. We'll be snacking on these like crazy in a few weeks. Okay, over here, this one is called an early girl tomato. And This early girl is an indeterminate tomato. And let me tell you, when you go to the nursery and you're buying your tomatoes, you want to find out if they are determinate or if they're indeterminate, because that makes a big difference in the harvest that you're going to have. An indeterminate tomato, well, let's start with the determinate. A determinate tomato will grow to a particular height. So let's say it will be 4 feet tall and it will bear fruit once for the season, and then it's done. That tree will die and that's it. Those tomatoes tend to have a lot of flavor, and you will get those earlier in the season. This early girl is an indeterminate tomato, and that means that as long as I let it grow without cutting off the top, this tomato will get to be like 6-7 feet tall, even maybe even more, because I need water. Because there is no determined height, and this tomato will bear fruit all season long. I'll get fruit off this tomato probably going into late fall, early winter. And I just want to show you how many fruits are on this tree. Look. Oh, did I switch? I think I switched my camera and I didn't know. Hold on, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me see. I can't find the camera. No. Come on. See, there it is.
No, I can't press the button. Just press it.
There it is. Water, please. I need some juice. I need something like with sugar in it.
Okay.
Okay. So this, okay, let me show you now. I fixed the camera. Look at this. That's what I mean when I say all the tomatoes are bearing fruit at the root. I don't know why. And here's another tip that I got from a gardener a few years ago when I lived in Pennsylvania. I was told that if you put red mulch at your tomatoes at the roots instead of black mulch, the tomatoes will get redder. I don't know how true that is, but I've always done it. So I have red mulch at all the roots of my tomatoes. Look how tiny this plant is, but look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let's see if I'm having end rot. No? Yeah, this was a piece that broke off of one of my tomatoes and I just planted it, and look at that. Okay, let's go over here and show you this girl here. Look at this girl. Look at these. Look at this girl. Look at this type. Rice? I'm not planting any rice. Do I look like I live in China? Okay. And I'm starting to get weak, guys. This is a super sweet 100 cherry tomato. And this cherry tomato, this is weird, guys. This cherry tomato is actually bigger than my grape tomatoes. Look how big they are. Cherry tomatoes are usually pretty small, but these are huge, and the tree is covered. Okay, I want to show you this one over here. I have so many tomatoes. This one here, I need to find the tag so I can tell you the name of this tomato. I lost the tag. This is a hybrid variety. Some of them are ripening already. Look at this style of tomato. I love this. Look at it. Look at it. It's shaped so different. And they're ripening already. And, okay. Look how loaded this girl is. Look at this beauty here. This is a Parks Whopper hybrid tomato. This is, I picked off of this already. We just ate tomato from this morning. Look at this one. It's ripening. Look at it. Look at that beautiful blush. And look at these. It is so heavy, so loaded, so loaded. Look at that. So loaded with tomatoes. Thank you, sweetie.
No problem.
Is this one of the homemade juices? Yep. Thank you so much, Cam. Hi, Tamara. How are you, darling? All the way from England. So, oh my goodness. I felt like I was going to pass out. So, Spencer brought me some juice. I've been just, sweat is just pouring out of me, but the water, I've been drinking water, but that wasn't helping, so I had to get juice. Gabs, can you come and hold this for me? Thanks, Tamara. Thanks, Cam. It really is my happy place. It is not where I want it to be yet, but from where it's coming from, just a month and a half ago, I'm telling you, I'm happy. I am absolutely super duper happy with it. So, we've now traveled over into the herb garden. And as you can tell, again, I need to do some weeding over here. But I'm not worried about that. The herbs are doing wonderful. Here's my parsley. This grass is trying to take over my parsley space. Okay, so this is my parsley. We're in the herb garden, and this is Pappi's favorite part of the garden. I don't know if it's because he can smell the herbs or what it is, but this is parsley. Look at it. This bush was struggling so much when we planted it, and look at it now. Huge. Okay, this here is a mint. This is lemon balm. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. It has such a fragrant smell. It smells like lemon and ginger. That's what the lemon balm smells like. Oh gosh, it smells so good. Look at this mint. Look how big it is. This is sweet mint. And this is great for your teas. This is just awesome. Now, if you don't be careful, this will take over your entire garden. So you have to watch it, and you have to keep it contained. I love sweet mint, so I planted a lot of them. I think this is 2 plants of sweet mint. Over here, everybody who knows me know I love chocolate. So this is my chocolate mint. And if you look at it, look at the stems. Doesn't it look like chocolate? Yes, looks like chocolate. So this is my chocolate mint. Over here, I believe this is, let's see, this is peppermint. And the peppermint also has darker stems, but its stem is usually a little more red than brown. So this is, this smells so good. Oh my gosh. Ooh. When you rub it in your fingers, you can really smell it. Okay. Now this is my fever grass. Look at it, guys. Oh my God, when I got this in the mail, it was 2 little tiny sprigs like this. Just like this. And look at it. And this will take over a huge area. I love this. This is really good when you have the flu. It's just good as tea, and you can dry it and keep it for up to a year and it still holds its potency. So this is something wonderful to grow in your garden, and it smells so good. They call it over here, they call it lemongrass, but in Jamaica we call it fever grass. This is thyme, people. I have a lot of different types of thyme. I like to plant a variety of things. I think because I get a little bored, so I like a huge variety of things. This is English thyme, and it's really doing well. It was like this when I planted it, and now look at it. And we've cut from it. Every time I'm cooking meats and soup and stuff like that, we've cut from it. Here's another variety of mint. And this is lemon thyme. When you smell this, it has more of a lemony flavor to it. So this is lemon thyme, and this is English thyme. This is the one that you'll find in Jamaica, this English thyme. But this is another variety, lemon thyme. You have German thyme, but the one that I planted, it didn't make it. It died. Yeah, I don't know. Something with the German thymes. This here is pineapple sage. I will be doing Kimani. I will be doing a container gardening series coming up real soon. Maybe next week I'll be posting that. So get your containers ready. Get the seeds that you want ready. And I'll be doing that series next week. This is pineapple sage. It smells so good, and it bears red flowers. So it's a splash of color in your garden, and you put this in your meats, in your stews. It smells so good. These are scallions. Yep, these are scallions, and these are ready to be used. So I'll be cutting from these when I'm cooking. And this, oh, Gabby, Ken, come here. Come here, please. Oh. Hang on, guys. Did you mute it? Come stay with me. Did you mute it? Come right here. Okay. All right, I'm almost done. This is a purple basil. Look how beautiful it is. This goes well in your Italian sauces and your meat. Come on, Mama. And this is regular sweet basil. And this is a lavender bush. Okay. And that's it for the herb garden. Walk in front of me. Right. Okay, over here I forgot to show you guys these cauliflowers. Look at them. I'm just gonna show you because I don't feel so good.
Sit down. Hold on one moment. Here. Okay, so this one. Okay, so these are the cauliflowers. A puppy eat up them here, so.
That's not Pappi. You lied on Pappi.
They're big, right? What else? So this is the cauliflower patch. What else?
That's it.
Okay. She said that's it.
Let me finish.
Should I turn it on you?
Okay guys, so part of having fibromyalgia and the leukemia is that I get very weak sometimes in extreme temperatures, and I just felt like I was gonna pass out. So that's just my reality, and I just have to fight through it and push through it, and I have to listen to my body when it says to stop. So I'm sitting down now. Yes, Tamara, I love the English thyme. Yes, Jay, the scallion look fluffy. Yes, I have a lot of herbs, and I have a lot of other things that are going to go in the garden, because most of the crop that you see in here, most of them are spring and early summer crop. They're spring and early summer crop. And so, can get your phone, sweetie, and open this for me. Open this first. They're spring and summer crop, so they're doing well. I'm going to be putting in some summer crop that I have right now as seedling. So as you can see, a lot of the garden is still empty. And so as I put them in another 2 weeks, I'll do another garden tour. No, but I have yam. I have... Gabby, where are you going? Go over there by the back door step. You see 2 yellow buckets. Bring them, but don't carry them by the handle. I want to show them the yam. I have Jamaican yam growing and sweet potato. I want to show you guys my yam. I may have chocho. Yes, I have chocho. How many people are still on the live, Mama? 5. Okay. So I have yam. Gabby's going to get the yam. I have it in buckets right now. No. I have them in the buckets. And I'm going to put them in some bigger buckets. I'm not going to put them in the ground because I don't know if they're going to be ready by fall. And I don't want the frost to hit them. So when they're in the buckets, I can take them inside and have them inside if they're not ready. But I do have... Lenny! Lenny, what banana and breadfruit you talking about? Send me some now. Okay, here's my yam. These are my yams. Samantha in Florida mailed me some yam suckers. This is the one she mailed me. It's a Jamaican yam. And this one I purchased, and it was just as little as this. The sucker that she sent me, nothing was growing, and this just came out of the pot. This is the one I purchased, and look how big it has gotten already. It's getting ready to start running. So, oh my goodness. Bless you. I should have just been starting the live right now. because the weather has cooled down significantly. Before, sweat was just pouring. I'm just gonna go in and go take a cold shower, a very cold shower.
Okay, you have to finish now. Can you take out this?
I'm telling you. I can't even turn the camera around on my... Can you hear me? Make sure you can still hear me. You're welcome, Tamara. You're You're absolutely welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on my first garden tour. It was a struggle. I learned something very valuable today. Never do a garden tour in the middle of the day. Wait until the sun has gone down, or do it in the morning hours, because in the middle of the day, bad idea. Yes, me I go be no, Lenny. I'm gonna take a long, cold shower, a very long shower, because I'm so sticky. Oh my god. But I'm telling you, don't be afraid to garden. Don't be afraid to put something in the ground. If you plant it, it will grow. If you plant it, it will grow. Everything you need is in the soil. All the microbes are in the soil. Earthworms, all that good stuff in the soil is there to enrich your plant and to grow them. And they will grow for you. And don't be afraid to talk to them. Gabby laughs at me all the time when I'm talking to my plants on the windowsill. I have like carrot tops and all kinds of stuff on the windowsill. And Gabby is always laughing at me when I'm in the kitchen and talking to the plants. But talk to them, because they like it when you talk to them, and it helps them to grow. And they speak to you. Your plants will tell you if they need something, if it's too hot, if it's too cold. You will see the results. They will start telling you, and you have to listen to them. If you listen to your plants, you will have great results. You just have to listen. If you see them wilting, and I'll do a show with tips on when your plants talk to you.
Look, come
Lenny, you're not crazy if you talk to your plants. You're not crazy if you talk to your plants. Talking to your plants is very helpful. It helps you to release stress, and it also helps your plants to grow. My mom used to talk to her plants all the time. Talk to the plants and it will help them grow. And I'm going to do a series on when your plants talk back to you. And you will see like some of the tips when you see your plants doing certain things, what it means, and what you need to do in order to help your plant, because your plant is telling you that it needs help. And your plant doesn't always talk to you just for help. Your plants will tell you thank you. What do you think it's telling you when it bears fruit? A plant is not there to bear fruit for you. A plant is there to grow and propagate. It's there to repropagate themselves. And so when they bear fruit, they are actually saying thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for doing all that hard work. Thank you for putting in all that effort. And so now, instead of just feeding myself, I'll go ahead and also feed you. That's what your plants are saying to you. It's when they give you fruits. But if you don't take care of them, they will not give you food, and they will talk to you because they will start shriveling up and they will die. And so you have to listen when your plants start to speak. They speak to you in ways that they show you, mainly on the leaves and on the flowers and on the fruit. For example, on the end of a tomato, if on the bottom of your tomato you see a brown spot, as your tomatoes have given you fruit, on the bottom of the tomato, if you see a brown spot, you will know your tomato is talking to you. Your plant is saying, hey, I need help over here. That's called bottom end rot. And the reason why that happens is a lack of calcium. So your plant is saying, hey, my soil is not rich enough. It doesn't have what I need. Can you give me some calcium? Just like your body speaks to you. When you're thirsty, your body will tell you when you're thirsty. So does your plant tell you. So when your plant tells you that, when it shows you that brown spot on the bottom of your plant with the bottom end rot, you know, okay, my plant needs calcium, or it needs nitrogen. So one way to add calcium to your soil is to go ahead and crush some eggshells. You can blend up the eggshells and put it in around your plant in the roots, and as the eggshells break down, it will add calcium to your plants. You can also, because the eggshells take a longer time to break down and you want to remedy the situation quickly, what you want to do is you might want to go to your farm store or your garden store or the hardware store, wherever they sell the plant nursery, wherever they sell fertilizers. You can even go on Amazon. This is not an advertisement for them, but you know, you could get anything on Amazon these days. So you can go online and you can look for fertilizer. Now, if you're going to treat bottom end rot, you want to look for fertilizer that says, don't just look for whether it says 10-10-10 or 20-20-20 or whatever. You know, you don't want to just look for something that says organic fertilizer because you're an organic gardener. You want to look for something that's going to put calcium in your plant. So you want to look at the ingredients, and it has to say that it has calcium in it. And so you get that fertilizer and you put it in your plants, and believe me, in 3 or 4 days you will see a huge difference. Also, one of the things that all gardeners should have on hand at all time is bone meal, and you want to also have Epsom salt. And I'll do a series on feeding your garden. I'll do a garden series on feeding your garden, and I'll tell you why Epsom salt is beneficial to your garden, why certain things are beneficial to your garden. But you want to always have that kind of fertilizer online. Hi, Nakis! Welcome in the house. Yeah, man, Miss Sister, you're coming. Log in. Yes, my general. Anyways, so as I was saying, your sister, my part to turn up though. So as I was saying, we will do a series on feeding your garden, but there are some things that you always want to have on hand as a gardener, because as soon as your plants start speaking to you, as soon as they start saying, hey, I need this, go ahead and add it to the soil, because your plant needs it. And one thing that will feed your plant is compost. Don't throw away those scraps. All the cuttings from your food, your fruits and vegetables, you want to keep those, and your cuttings from your grass, you want to keep those, because you want to use that for compost to put back in the soil to add nutrients to the soil. So compost is very important to have on hand, because you can go ahead and mix in your fertilizer. Yes, I have my Yankee patois. So what? It's still patois. So you want to go in and you want to mix in your fertilizer in your compost, and you'll put it around your plants, and when you water your plants, it will feed them. And you want to add fresh compost. You can't just go ahead and say at the beginning of the season you are amending your soil, and especially you have to know your soil type where you live. So like I live in Georgia, and we have Georgia clay. Look at my soil. This is clay. My soil is very rich, but it also gets very month or 3 weeks, depending on how rainy it is or what the soil looks like. I will go in and I will add some compost around my soil. Your compost will feed your soil, and when you put the fertilizer in your compost, your fertilizer will feed your plants, and that's instant nutrients to your plants when you water them. And you do not want to overwater your plants. If you overwater your plants, you just wash away all the nutrients, all the good food, all the good stuff. You've just washed all of that away, and you're depriving your plants of what it needs. So what is the wash hands comments about? I see everybody saying wash hands. I'm not gonna get any pigs, but I'm scared of pigs. I'm sorry, I have an ice cube in my mouth. Give me a second here. I'm scared of pigs, so sorry guys, I was trying to mute the phone, but that didn't happen. Anyway, so I'm scared of pigs. So I'm not gonna get pigs, but I plan on getting some chickens. I actually have an order in already for the chickens, and I have my chicken coop almost done. It's like halfway done. I just need to put the chicken wire on, and I'll be showing you guys that. But I'm going to be having some chickens and some bunnies for meat, some meat rabbits, and I'll be having some goats. And the poop, what do you call the
Manure.
the manure, their no, what do you call the whatever, you know, like cow dung, but I think they have scat. They call it scat from the goats, the droppings, and you have the droppings from the bunnies. The droppings from the goats and from the bunnies, you can instantly put those in your soil and feed your garden. But from the chickens, I will have to add those to my compost and have that break down, have the compost heap cook that before I put it on my plants. So it depends on what kind of animals you have. But one of the reasons why I decided to do this is to be self-sustainable, so that everything, I want to be able to grow 85% of my food and my meat, 85% of my produce, 85% of my meat. So I'll be putting in a greenhouse eventually, so that we can have vegetables all year round. We have peach trees. I actually should have shown you guys the peaches, but I'm not feeling very well, so I'm not gonna go over there. I'm just gonna chill right here. But we have 3 peach trees, and they're loaded with peaches. Yeah, I'm in Georgia. Hi, Shirley. So yeah, we can use the manure from our animals. So if I can grow my own food and raise my own animals, then I will know where my food comes from. And in this world where of big agriculture,
or what it is. Don't do anything, Ken. So I'm trying to so that, see, without further ado, that okay, and I'll probably get back on later tonight, but garden to your Melodia's home and gardens fashion. Yes, you are. Yeah.